30 minutes since I got into Paris. Like, I've been in Paris for all of 30 minutes, and so far, first impressions, I mean, the train situation was a little hectic, like getting from the train we took from Belgium to the train that takes us to where our hotel is. Just very, I mean, it's a very busy city. It's a very crowded metro, you know, there's a lot of people. I have a suitcase and a carry-on on top of the suitcase. Even when you're packing less stuff, it's still hard to be carrying around a suitcase day in and day out. Like every few days you're lugging around a suitcase and a carry-on through train stations, through cities. And I was going up the stairs. Yes, the train stations, like metro stations, lots of stairs, which normally would be totally fine. When you're lugging around bags, it's not very cute to have to go up and down stairs. This beautiful human being picked up the bottom of my suitcase and helped me up the last set of stairs I had to go up. It was very nice. Then we got to our hotel, and the person working down at the front desk helped me book. There was another set of museum tickets that I didn't get to book yet, and they helped me get those tickets for tomorrow. So tomorrow I have 2 museums and a show to go to. It's gonna be a long day, so hopefully I get some good sleep tonight. I mean, I fell asleep at like midnight last night and woke up at 8:15ish, and usually by this time I'm starting to feel like really tired in this trip, but I feel okay. I feel good. It's been a very non-strenuous day in comparison to some of the other days. Also, I'm in a hotel room. Nobody's here, but I'm like whispering. I feel like they can hear me. There was somebody like working in the hallways. They were very nice as well. They helped me. I came out of the elevator and I was trying to get my bags situated because the cleaning cart was right outside the doors. I had to kind of maneuver around it, which is fine. But I was just kind of like moving my bags to make it a little bit easier to go around it, and they used their universal key card to open my door and let me in and held the door for me. It was very nice. Like so far it's been very nice. The only thing that's more like, I don't want to say culture shock because that seems too dramatic of a phrase for this, is just that people do not move. Like if they're coming at you and you have like, especially if you're like carrying luggage, they're like walking towards you, they'll continue walking in their straight path. They won't move. I have not witnessed anybody being like, oh sorry, like let me move out of the way for you. Like that is just not something that Europeans do as far as I've seen. But I'm glad to be in Paris finally. I'm very excited. I know that Paris can get a bad rap for being like negative, or people being like negative or like rude or something, but so far first impressions to me, very good. I've been talking to the camera for like 20 minutes now, so I'm gonna go figure out what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. Good morning, guys. About 6 a.m. A lot better than yesterday. Yesterday was actually, even though I traveled between countries yesterday and like had to do the whole train thing again, struggled up a bunch of staircases, all that good stuff. Yesterday was actually the least amount of steps I've gotten this entire trip, at least according to my watch. It did say like yesterday playing like 10,000 steps, whereas every other day has been nearly 20,000 steps. But a good part of yesterday, like I woke up a little bit later, not much later, but a little bit later. It was mostly just wake up, walk, grab some coffee, get something to eat, you know, walk back to the hotel, pack, and then walk to the train station, like subway station. There's many different types of cars, so I apologize if I just call them all, you know, one thing, because there's like bus, metro, tram, train, subway, like there's so many names for the different types of cars, so I'm probably just gonna say one thing. The train station was right down the road from my hotel, so like a couple minutes walk. That being said, yesterday not that much walking, because I mean the real reason that it didn't, like, it may have kind of seemed like there was a lot of walking going on because like especially the Paris subway station, when we got here, the Paris subway station, so many sets of stairs to get to the platforms they needed to be on, and so that was kind of a nightmare with luggage. So it didn't necessarily feel like a lot less walking, but it was a good amount less than I have been doing. And similar to the first night in Europe, when I turned in at like 6 p.m. in Berlin on my first night, I turned in at like 8 last night. Not that late, but not that early. I probably should have slept in a little bit more today, but I'm so excited to be here. One thing though for today is that I do have to travel between the different districts to get to different places I'm going to. And I know that this trip so far, I mean, it might either seem very lax or very chaotic depending on how these how these videos are edited, or just how your vacations go. But I mean, it has been chaotic, like travel wise. I'm going to 6 countries in this trip. Yesterday was my 6th day here, and I've gone to my 5th out of 6 country already. Like, that is a lot of travel time in a very short amount of time. But I also haven't been able to see as much as I would like to have because of the short time I have in each place. I do have 3 nights here, but I leave at like 11-ish on Saturday. Wednesday afternoon to Saturday morning, I'm going to try and pack in as much as I can, because France in general is one of my top places that I've been really excited for. But since I haven't been able to see as much as I would have liked to in a lot of places, or, you know, just haven't really had the time, like Amsterdam was very few places, but I absolutely loved Amsterdam and I would love to go back to the Netherlands. Belgium was super cool as well. Brussels was a very beautiful city, and I wouldn't mind going back to Belgium, like maybe seeing Antwerp or something in the future. And I would love to go back to Germany as well. There's a ton of places that would be really cool to see. But France, like Paris and Rome, of course, are 2 giant places that people always talk about going, or, you know, they're dream cities. I recently have been getting so many TikToks of like recommendations for places to go. I've had places I've wanted to go for years, like while this plan was in the making, and so I'm going to try and fit as much as I can in the few days that I'm here. Saw a couple cool things yesterday. I technically have already seen the Eiffel Tower. I can see it from my room, which is crazy. It is ginormous. I mean, obviously, but like, it's just so big in person, you know? I don't know. So I'm going to 2 museums today, and then the cabaret show, and in between those, I'm hoping to get a bit closer to the Eiffel Tower. Would be really cool. Possibly go inside of it, like during lunchtime, you know, obviously get some really good coffee this morning, and then just see where the rest of the day takes us. I mean, but I think I'm gonna start getting ready so I can get some coffee and start the day. You guys, it has been a long day so far. It is 5:05, and so far I've walked 17,696 steps. At least that's what my watch says. I think it's a little inaccurate. Like, I think it misses some steps, but that's okay. But I just got back from, I did 3 main things today, and I'm just gonna say it loud and proud, I'm being a tourist, okay? I went to the Louvre this morning, and then went to the Eiffel Tower for a little bit. I mean, honestly, it was just so chaotic that it just wasn't worth trying to stay for like lunch or anything. It just wasn't the vibe. Stood in a lot of lines at the Eiffel Tower, but I'm chalking it up to having the experience of traveling and actually seeing, you know, the touristy stuff. Like, yes, it's basic, it's the touristy stuff, but I already know that future me, like, I already know in the future that I'm gonna come back to France. Like, I'm already planning my next trip in my head. Like, I am planning already, you know. And then I went to Musée d'Orsay, which was beautiful. I was really excited to see Monet's paintings, of course, and there was just a a lot of really pretty sculptures and other art as well. I mean, some of those paintings in Orsay are just huge, like ginormous. And I have the cabaret show at like 9:30, but I think I have to be there at 9. So since I've been out and about all day, I like body shower, you know, feel a little bit better, rejuvenated, then get ready for dinner. I mean, my outfit is already very cute. I don't know if I showed you guys a clip of it or not, but I think I'm gonna go with a black dress. It was very lightly sprinkling once I got off the bus to walk to my hotel. So I have a long sleeve black dress that I think would be cute to wear. I don't know if I'm gonna wear heels or not. I mean, I've been walking all day, but I've only worn my heels technically once, and that was to the hotel like lounge cafe bar thing in Belgium. I don't feel like that counts. I feel like I should wear my heels at least once because I packed 2 pairs of heels. They are taking up space, adding to the weight of my luggage. I want to feel like a pretty little gal, so I might wear them. We'll see how I feel, but I'm gonna go take a quick shower and then figure that all out afterwards. But that's my update for now. I just got back from the cabaret show. Unfortunately, with shows like that, you can't film inside of them, and that's totally normal. So I couldn't get any like clips for you guys or anything, even though I am trying to get more footage outside of the hotel room, especially because while I'm making these videos for YouTube, I'm also making them as a video diary for myself in the future. I would like to show more of my trip and me just like having fun and not worrying so much about what other people are thinking. But on a different note, the show was absolutely amazing. It was super fun, definitely busy, and getting there was kind of a nightmare. There was issues with my ticket because I got a ticket for 2 days and it stopped working. I don't know if it like got demagnetized or something. In a period of like 10 hours it got demagnetized or something, because I bought them this morning and they were working fine this morning, and then tonight they stopped working. So like that was a problem. On my way back to the hotel from the show, I did get a new ticket at the metro station. Thankfully there was somebody working still, because obviously I'm not really sure like what the hours are and stuff. So it was nice to see there was someone still there, because it is 12:16. It is past midnight. I was going to show you guys on my watch like how much I walked today, because today, or I guess technically yesterday because it's past midnight, was the most steps I've done the entire trip, and I did 2,169 steps. Past midnight, I'm already 500 steps in for Friday. Behind me, you can see the closet. I got laundry service done at the hotel this morning, and I just picked it up on my way back up to my room, and that is a crazy luxury. I've never done that before in my entire life. Never in my life have I done laundry service at a hotel, but that was so nice because now I have like my sweaters are clean and I cleaned my jeans. Mostly the stuff that I'm wearing more, like the stuff that I'm reusing constantly. But yeah, so that's nice. In the morning, I think I'm gonna get coffee to my room, kind of chill for a bit. I gotta figure out what the plan is for tomorrow, because I have some things I want to do for sure. Tomorrow is my last full day in Paris, so there are so many things that I want to do. So I'm trying to pick like what are the big things that I can do relation to how close they are to other things I want to do. Like, are they in the same arrondissement or no? Are they a long train ride away? Are they a quick metro away? Like, so tomorrow morning I'm gonna figure that out for what I want to do. So far I love France, just like I thought I would. I mean, I'm not leaving France quite yet, but I'm leaving Paris on Saturday at like 11 a.m.-ish to go to Nice. And so while I'll still be in France, it's just like Paris has been a big want for me for a while now, and that I don't know if people like just really do have bad experiences here or if they're just trying to be different, because I mean, there are a lot of negatives to the city, but honestly, when I compare them to negatives of like where I'm from or like other cities I've been in, it's pretty much the same. It's a big city. It's got its faults. It's got its bad people. It's got its good people. And I already told myself, I mean, not that I really dealt with a lot of people with attitudes, but I feel like Parisians have a reputation having bad attitudes. And I told myself, like, going into this that I wasn't gonna let, in any country, somebody's bad attitude make my impression of a country or a city, because that's just not fair. I mean, there are so many beautiful things here. I mean, I've seen so much beautiful art. Yes, they're the tourist like attractions, but it's my first time ever in Europe and I am just ecstatic to be here. And honestly, this is gonna seem so dramatic, but if you've ever been to a place, it could be the beach an hour away from your house, it could be the mountains, it could be going on camping trips, it could be going to New York, it could be any of those things. But if you've had like a place that you love to visit, you would know the feeling that I'm having. I mean, I've had this feeling before for other places I've been. Like if you ever have been to a place or have like a comfort travel place to go to, France might be it for me. I mean, I still want to come back to go to Amsterdam, like more, like actually stay in Amsterdam. I mean, there's plenty of other places in Germany and Belgium that I would love to see, but for the most part, like I just know that this is going to be a place that I want to come back multiple times. And it doesn't have to be Paris. It could be, you know, probably any place here. But I honestly right now, I am loving it. Got a little off track, but that's because I'm really tired and I need to go like shower and go to bed. What I was trying to say is that it seems really dramatic to be like, oh my god, I'm leaving this place, I want to cry. But I'm, you know, I've said it a million times all over the internet and in my real life. I'm a Cancer. I'm sensitive, okay? I'm a crybaby. What about it? I mean, I know that's like the stereotype of Cancers, zodiac, but for me it's just a little true, okay? I'm sorry about it. Like I was talking to my sister on the phone and I'm like, I want to come here with you because I think her and I could have a really good time here. I mean, obviously that won't be for a while, but I still want to do it because I think it would be really fun. But I mean, it is nice. Not that the trip has slowed down at all. I mean, today was literally the most I've walked in a day probably ever in my life. So, I mean, I don't know about that for sure, but over 21,000 steps. I think I said 2,100. I meant 21,069 steps. I think I said 2,100 earlier. That's my bad. My head is gone, okay? But that's a lot of steps. I mean, I've been working toward, like, I've been trying to get my 10,000 steps that is, like, recommended every day while I'm at home. And that can be difficult, honestly, when you don't live in, like, a walkable place. But it does feel like the trip has slowed down a little bit. It's not, like, going place to place every other day or every day. Other than Milan, I've got a couple days in each place, at least, from here on out. So, I've got another week of this trip, which is insane. I haven't had too much time to read, which is probably a good thing. I mean, I'm not just like lounging around. I have gone on many vacations where I'm reading the entire time, and that is great. I love those vacations, like just reading on the beach or reading at the pool or whatever. But it's also nice to like go out and do things and see places and enjoy where you're staying and what you paid for. But I am currently trying to film a video, like a reading vlog video, so I should probably try and find more time to like sit down and read. But it's hard when you're balancing between like one museum to the next. And I am hoping to go to a bookstore tomorrow because I haven't gone to a bookstore this entire trip, mostly because I can't bring it home in my luggage. But I wouldn't be opposed to mailing something home. I did a lot in my budgeting for shipping books home because there are some books that I really would like to have if I can find them, and if I just see anything else, you know. But yeah, I need to go shower and go to bed. It's late and I want to be up early, so I will talk to you guys in the morning. Good night. I got some berries. I just got back from going out. Went to a little bakery, got some coffee, got some berries. And getting berries in Paris really just living up to my Emma Chamberlain in Paris dreams. I'm gonna be going over to Montmartre, which is in the 18th. It's about an hour there taking public transportation. So I'm just gonna put these away. I need to fix my hair. I had to straighten it yesterday because, which I don't wear my hair straight anymore, but I had to straighten it yesterday because it just was not rocking with me. And I didn't bring hair products, even though I have wavy hair. I didn't bring hair products. So I got some hair oil to hopefully like help, because their water is, I think, harder than it is at home, and so my hair is not liking it, which is just unfortunate because it's just a hassle to deal with. So I'm gonna fix my hair, but I'm gonna go get ready to leave for probably the rest of the day. I'm gonna be out and about. So, oh, those are good. Oh, that is a good raspberry. I mean, for 3 small like containers of berries, I got blueberries, strawberries, and raspberries. It was like 18 euros, which I think is a little expensive, but it was on my walk back, so you make more money in the future, you know, like there's some exceptions to like how much money you're spending when you go on vacation and stuff, but also like being able to just live life, you know, like live your life, especially nowadays, like coming off of this big trend of over consuming. People are now trying to, or like posting videos about like anti-over consuming and stuff, which is great. I mean, that is great, because I think as a whole we all waste a lot and buy a lot unnecessarily. At the same time, like this whole like trend of it being bad to over consume, which is a good thing, I think people also then think you shouldn't spend any of your money, you should save it all, you should never buy anything you ever want if it's not a need. I'm good at saving, but at the same time, also, this is a very long strawberry. I'm good at saving, but it's also nice to spend money sometimes, you know. I like to buy things. Blueberries are good too. I probably should have washed these before I ate them, but it was a little outdoor market. I've been on so many like trains and public transportation. It would be surprising if eating unwashed fruit was what killed me. Honestly, I'd applaud it for the surprise. I just packed. I'm leaving. I'm now leaving. I gotta go.